financial crisis recovery.
Foreclosure, short sales, bankruptcy, credit card debt, job loss, depreciating home values, money management. Peace of mind when it comes to your finances seems completely out of reach under current conditions, but there is a way to achieve it. For the next 60 minutes, you're going to find out how to cover your assets. Cover your assets.
And it was the topic of budget setting and credit scores and how this affects you. And I kept thinking to myself, how come I've never heard this stuff before? I've been to college. I've done my accounting classes. I've done my finance classes. And I've never heard this stuff before. And I realized I was taking notes like a fervor, furiously like a student. And I was learning instantly stuff that I never knew. And and I don't even know if you know this, but I employ already in my life today, just from that 40 minutes that I spent with you there. Now, of course, we spent a lot more time since that together, but this class, this buying within your budget, is a tremendous opportunity for people to get that personal time essentially with you. I mean, it's a class. There could be up to 70 people in the class. It's not by the way, people, this isn't a 250 seat hall. This is literally 80 people max in the classroom. So first 80 who sign up, get it. And the special price is $25. And what you'll find is a professional environment that you come to take this education. And of course, Todd being a true professional and really probably the most knowledgeable person that I've met teaching his topics in an engaging atmosphere where hey, you can either sit on the sidelines and not say a word, and that's perfectly okay in our classrooms, or you can engage by asking pertinent and relevant questions. You understand it's not a one-on-one counseling session. That's $250, but this is the kind of course that I wish my kid was a little bit older. I wish he was, getting ready to go to college or maybe finish their senior year of school and this year, because I would take him to the class. I think about myself going to college and what I didn't know about budgeting money and how much trouble I got into, overspending and under-earning and not being able to show restraint. And it wasn't that I didn't have restraint. I really didn't know how to organize it. And I know that's what you do in this class. It's about organizing. And so I've sent my wife to the class. I've sent friends to the class. I send coworkers to the class all the time. So if I could give any sort of encouragement for the public is if you've ever struggled budgeting and you're spending
and who hasn't?
Well, yeah, and who hasn't, right? I mean, what is it? I think the statistic is like 43% of American households spend more than they make. And a lot of them is because, frankly, they don't know. They don't really put the whole ball of wax together. But before you know it, your credit cards are loaded and your bank accounts are empty and, you're going down the wrong path. Well, why not start off, with a budget and understand how to build a budget? And, nothing better than, sitting in a class with a loved one or a friend or a colleague and looking at each other going, wow. This is great. I can't believe it.
You know what I think is interesting, Toby, is how most of us, and my kids now are 24 and 25, so the college is at least the undergraduate is over. And, we kill ourselves to send our kids through college, and I mean that financially. And it's an emotional toll in many cases on the family to actually make that come into fruition and survive those college years and the cost of college. And you send your kid to college to give them good earning potential, so that they can go out in the world, they can find a job, and they can take care of themselves. However, we don't teach our kids how to manage their money. Mm-hmm. And so although those kids may ultimately have greater earning capacity than their parents did, in fact, they may never achieve the same level of financial success that their parents did because they were not taught how to manage money. And a lot of times, maybe the parents don't feel comfortable. They feel it's a bit of a hypocrisy to dictate to the kids because they don't feel comfortable. They're a little inept in their own money management skills. And so that topic just gets left alone. Those kids go out into the world. They become highly effective in their careers. They maybe make six-figure incomes, and yet their personal finances are disastrous.
Yeah.
Money management is the key to stability, strength, and growth, period. And being thrifty is not managing money. People have this notion that if I just, cut corners and buy my cut coupons and buy my clothes at the garage sales, then I'm going to be okay financially. That has nothing to do with controlled spending and money management. They're completely separate issues, and people don't get that. So
and you cover this in your class, the difference between it, and you give the real reasons why people go down these roads and how they fall into the pitfalls, and most importantly, how to avoid them.
Yeah, and how to get out of them if in fact you're in them.
And if you're already under it, here's how you get out.
Right.
Yeah, so I think about, all the different ways that we try to, enlighten our colleagues, our friends, our loved ones. Hey, read a book. Did you read the, Millionaire Next Door, or, Rich Dad, Poor Dad? You read all of these different things. And what I can tell you is the most value I've gotten is when I listen to you talk about budgeting. And talk about tried and true strategies that you employ day after day with your clients. And I think that's what people are going to get. That's why we're really excited about this class, is the ability to, A, help people, B, obviously expose people to what we do at Kaplan, and C, really to, help kind of promote, learning.
Well, I think that's the whole notion, is to give people an exposure through this class of what they can expect in terms of a level and an education from a Kaplan course. That's really what it's all about. I listen to some of the national radio shows, and I listen to some of the major people you're going to hear talk about money management. And to be fair, it's just like anyone else who's in a profession. I can listen to these people, and I know that most of these people went right from college or got out of college, got a designation, and then went on the radio or went on TV, because I know immediately what actually works face-to-face across the table. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I know when it comes to budgeting, money management, controlled spending, you tell me that you read something in a such and such course, I can tell you immediately whether or not it really works, because I've got umpteen thousand of people who have tried it, and through trial and error the hard way, I've figured out what really works and what doesn't. And a lot of things that work mathematically don't work in real life. And I've learned that the hard way. And that's the kind of stuff that you get with Kaplan and the instructors and the courses that you attend. So if you want to go and find the course that we're talking about, called Buying Within a Budget. It's a $25 course, which is $50 off of what Kaplan ordinarily charges the professionals to attend. You can go to our website, CYA21.com. We're going to take our break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about all of the other classes, or at least some of the other classes that Kaplan offers that may also be of great interest to you. And we recommend highly you check us out, CYA21. That'll take you to the Facebook page, the Kaplan Facebook page, and you can register for the special pricing of $25, 50% off the normal price. And we look forward to being back here in just a moment. We'll take a break, and we'll talk about the other courses that Kaplan offers. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Cover Your Assets. As always, we are welcoming calls. If you want to give us a call, call in at 651-646-8255. You can get your questions answered. We're talking with Toby Schifsky from Kaplan Professional Schools about the outstanding top shelf level of education that is available through Kaplan. And this is for general public alike. You can attend these classes. They're generally 4-hour, 8-hour classes, half-day, full-day courses, and some of them, of course, are 2-day courses and more. But these are just phenomenal courses. I am an instructor. I teach a class called Buying Within Your Budget, which we're actually promoting for the general public today. I teach another class called CYA, CYM. CYA is our radio show here, Cover Your Assets. Credit Score Investigation, CSI Minnesota, which is a class on credit scoring, how to manipulate a credit score, how credit scores work, everything you ever wanted to know about credit. It's an 8-hour course. Also teach a class on To Fall and Rise Again, which is the concept of strategic planning in a financial crisis, how to minimize the damage, how you'll be looked at, how to negotiate, and how to recover on the other side. And then the last course that I teach, which is Strategic Default and the Path Back, which is the concept of strategic defaults that is taking place in real estate today, how they work, can they be done? If so, how will I be looked at? What will the impact be to me, my credit? And then, of course, once it's over, how do I position myself for future financing to get back in the driver's seat again? So these are the courses that I teach, but there's a bevy of classes that are available through Kaplan, some of which we want to tease you a little bit and give you a sense of the type of information that is available to you, the general public, as well as the financial practitioner or professional that is offered at Kaplan and hard to beat anywhere you go. So, Toby, why don't you tell us a little bit more about some of those classes and courses?
Sure, Todd. So at Kaplan, we offer licensing courses. Of course, if you wanted to go into the industries of being an insurance agent or real estate or appraiser, mortgage, even contractor, we do licensing education and exam prep. Like if there's an exam in order to enter into the business, we do exam preparation for a bunch of industries. Including contractors and even a national home inspection exam test. So we also then do continuing education. So once you're into the industries, generally there's a regulation that says, boy, you've got to stay current. You've got to continue to do, up-to-date current education to keep yourself in the know for your profession. And that's called regulated continuing education. We do that for all of those industries also. And so the amount of continuing education classes, which are like what you teach, these very poignant, very pertinent, timely, market-sensitive courses delivered by professionals who really do the work and do the business and have that wisdom, those 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years worth of knowledge that they bring to the classroom and disseminate in an engaging and exciting way in our classrooms. We have over 140 different classes for continuing education. So, and I thought maybe we would just highlight a couple of them that might some of your listeners may be interested in. We should know that everybody can go to our Kaplan Professional Schools Minnesota website. It's kpsminnesota.com, and it's the website that has all of our industries and all of our courses on it. But if you go there, you can easily search, within the industry, within real estate, within appraisal, within mortgage, or within in insurance and even securities. You can search for these classes on our website, or you can contact us through our website and give us a call, and we'll send you out a catalog. So we do big colored catalogs, and people can have reading material for themselves to look through. But I think I talked a little bit earlier about some property management courses right now. We have a lot of people out there who find themselves in a property management role as a landlord, and they really have no idea what to do. But
or maybe considering buying investment real estate.
Well, then that's the other part of it too. So and let's just take that as an example. If you're interested in buying investment real estate and you should be getting into it because you feel that the market has bottomed and you're just starting to see home prices increase, and then they have for each of the last 4 months the prices have increased as inventory has diminished, and so I think most people in the industry are thinking that it's bottomed on prices, and so if there's a time to get in, now is it. And so we do investment classes. In fact, we have classes that how to invest in real